Hello, here we are, bit of a wild one, but a perfect time for a talk. I've got that fire in my tummy, I've got that Everton emotion that I feel needs to go on the Bluecast, and let's just get it. Look at this man, it's another climb now, all the way to the top. Let's do this. Let's have a little bit of a...
Yeah, because it was a bit of a twofer, wasn't it? Yeah.
Here we go. Better have a phone call. Yeah, so you know me, I don't follow a crowd, I'm no sheep, I don't try and be trendy, I'm my own person, I do what I want, I say what I want, and I don't care what's popular. I'm not at school, you know what I mean, I'm not that type of person. So here we go, on the Bluecast, got that Everton emotion in me, climbing up these steps, because I do believe that that's what Everton have got to do. We've got to knuckle down and climb some steps, and I've just got to get on this to put some voice out there, right? We're in a situation, I've got to do a Rocky shot when I get up here. We're in a situation where we're in trouble, but if we all pull together like we've done the last 2 seasons, we can get ahead of the game. It's just about knowing the situation and getting stuck in. And then sometimes you go from like being in a relegation battle, if we're on it straight away from the start of the season, this is just getting good now. If we're on it straight away, we can get ahead of the game. We didn't do that last season. I thought being in a relegation battle, we realised that the value of every game of being in the Premier League. Very windy out here. Realised the value. Woohoo! Yeah, we'd realise the value every day of being in the Premier League, but it didn't go like that with Lampard. It seemed like we thought it was just going to be okay. Under Dyche, I don't think that's going to happen. I think Dyche was building a mentality within the squad where that just sticks now, and I think we're going to go into this season with all those players have gelled a little bit, got that atmosphere as a team, and they're going to kick on straight from that Bournemouth game, straight into the first game of the Premier League, and we're going to realise the value of every game, and we're going to get stuck in. Now, with Everton, I think we've just got to, it hurts, it really does, with what Bill's done, with what Machina's done. I just think we've got to put that aside, because you can't let your hurt and pain and your frustration get in the way, look at this, of the steps that we've got to take to stay up again, because that isn't going to go away. It isn't, and I honestly believe we've just got to keep stepping and moving and seeing what happens, because this season Dyche got them decent at the end of the season. This season, even if it's loans or whatever it's meant to be, we've got to get behind it no matter what. Moaning won't do anything. We've got to stick behind it, and like I say, that's the difference this season. We've got to make sure we know the situation. Look at that. Make sure we know the situation and get on it straight away. And I tell you something, if we do get on it straight away and some of these young players step the game up and we improve, because the platform that Dyche has put there now will only get better with time, and they're going to get used to things, they're going to gel more, Dyche is going to be able to embed his stuff even more, and they're going to pull together to get stronger and stronger. With Lampard, it was, we don't know what we're going to get. With Dyche, I generally do believe that it's always going to be this solid performance, everyone works hard, and then things will click, and then all of a sudden we start playing better. It's a better season than last season, and we end up not in a relegation battle, and it's not, probably haven't even got the superstars in the team that we want, because we won't get them, but we've got a team that works the bollocks off, knows the value of every game, picks up points, and those points can get you decent. We've seen teams start off all last season, Fulham, Brentford, and there was nowhere near the bottom. So I think that's what we've got to do. It's frustrating, you want Everton to be better, I hate this situation, but like I said, you've got to take those steps forward, and I know that's corny and I know that's cheesy, but I don't give a shit, because we've just got to keep pushing as fans and get behind this, because this is a moment at the minute where our football club is, I'm trying to think of the word, trying to think of the word here. I have a little bit of a view there where I'm getting on. I haven't got the word on me, but it's just like we need to knuckle down. That's all I can say. We need to just knuckle down as fans. And we've had 2 seasons where it's been awful. I've hated it. I've been stressed. It has even hit my mental health a little bit towards the end of the season because we love Everton and we don't want them to go down. And it really does affect you because you think it can happen. But one thing I will say is we'll be all right this season. I don't care what the situation. I don't care who we sign. If we're ready and Dice has got them ready and we pull together as fans and as a team, we can stay away from that relegation battle. We'll make a fresh challenge this season and we just crack on with it and we do well. So I've got passion in me ready for this season already. I have. We're getting high up here. I've got passion in me already ready for this season and I'm ready. I am, honestly. I don't care. I'm not even looking at the rumours that much because I'm sure Dice will bring people in and I'm not bothered about names. I just want people with the bollocks off for Everton. And literally we have 11 players on the pitch that are going to frigging die to win that game for us. And if you have that, tell you something, some of these fancy footballers, they won't want it. And we'll pick up points and we'll pick up points, and all these bellends that said we're going to go down this season, it's only a matter of time. They're jumping on us, all want us to go down. We won't go down again. We'll be mid-table, not even in a relegation battle. You won't hear nothing from them. And we'll build that platform. Because whilst this new stadium's going on, I think, look at this now. Whilst that new stadium's going on, up there fucking toffees, baby! Woo! I'm a Spartan soldier, I was born to conquer, I was raised and trained for war. I love that song. I'm a toffee soldier. Right, sorry, serious though, yeah. Like I say, generally, we've got, this season is going to be hard again, but I think we can finish mid-table without even knowing as long as we knuckle down. I really do. And just stick together, get ready, whatever the situation. Let's just focus. It doesn't matter how much. I want Kenwright gone, disgusting. Mashiri, I want him gone. Kenwright's like an eggy fart in a room that just you need to get away from. But it might take time. It'll take time, and these new owners have got to come in, and that's not a frigging overnight thing either. That's going to take time, but from what I've heard of these new owners, I think they'll have everything right, but it's going to be a season before they do, so we've got to wait for things to unfold and turn over. We've just got to get through this transition. That's the word earlier on, transition. We're going through a transition. That's the one. Yeah, we're going through a transition, and look at this now. Ooh, hope there's no fucking snakes in here or panthers jump out. Yeah, we're going through a transition and we've got to knuckle down and just take the steps and build and get mid-table. Be safe, get into that new stadium with no budget. We've messed up FFP. We can't spend a lot. We know that. Money's going into the stadium. We haven't got Uzanov's pocket. We haven't got that. And we need to accept it. If we had it, we'd be jumping around, not bothered. Sometimes you've got the highs and the lows and there's risks. It didn't pay off. It could have. That's why we took the risk. If the war thing didn't happen, like I said before, we would have been buzzing now, signing players still, Kitty's still going in. But he hasn't. He's not there. His money's not there. We're in a situation where we want the new stadium. And our club, unfortunately, has wasted so much money financially that we've got to scrap. But the situation is the situation, and we've got to see it for what it is and get behind it. It's scary, but there's no point in being scared because we've got through it twice, and I generally believe with Dice she's going to have these better. Look at this. It's beautiful. Dice will have these better. He will. He's done this before. Dice can frigging win a game of poker with a pair of twos. He ain't bothered about this. He ain't worried. He ain't worried, and we need to just go into the season positive. He's worked with these sort of budgets before. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm sure he'll get the right players. Dice he's a football man, I tell you. And how angry he was when I watched him that Bournemouth game. He ain't going to be happy with no one coming in. He'll know. He'll want to stay up. He won't want it on his reputation. He'll want to keep us up, and he'll get what he thinks he needs to keep us up. And I generally don't. I keep talking about staying up. I really do believe if we're on it from game one and get some momentum going, we can build some football form where we're just quite decent and we just finish. I don't know where we'll finish, but if you keep frigging with that mentality, you'll finish like mid-table. Just see where it takes you, game by game. Grab every point you can, and you won't be at the bottom. Because a lot of teams, we learnt last season, Leicester didn't even think there was in a relegation battle. A lot of teams start the season relaxed with new players, don't bed in. We get on it straight away. We knuckle down. We get on those points, and we're just frigging. We know what we've got to do. We've been in that Bournemouth game, and we use that every day. It's like you pin it up on the wall, and that's your frigging Rocky challenge to stay up. That's your challenge to stay up. It's a transition. It's not going to be easy. We've messed up with money. We can't spend a lot. We can't spend a lot. We know that. There's no point going, oh, transfer window, oh, transfer window, transfer window. They're going to do what they can do. I'm just saying, we've got this team. We need a striker. That's a big for me. If we've got a striker and we've got a few bonus players, then we knuckle down with what we've got, and we frigging make sure we do the best we can. It's not going to be a pretty season. It's not going to be what we want. But when you frigging fall, you end up further down. And we fell big time with these owners. Absolute clowns. But yeah, I generally do believe that you've still got to, like I said, stupid philosophy, but keep taking the steps. Don't keep staying on stuff. We'll keep the pressure on Ken right out. Keep that. But try not to be too down on this season. Because we stayed up last season and I thought it was awful under Lampard. This season, if we're on it from first game from Dyche, I think we'll stay up easy, especially if we've got a striker. Let's be positive, Toffees. I really do think. Come on, Eye of the Tiger here, top of the mountains. Up there, fucking Toffees, baby! I'm ready. I wish I was playing. Yeah, just stay positive. That's just, I had it in me. I had it in me. I've had to come on, and I've had to get it off my chest now. I don't care what trolls say. I don't care what these young kids say. Popularity on Twitter, I don't really give a crap. I really don't, because I'm a grown man. I've got kids, I'm a family man. Don't care what kids freaking little trolls say on Twitter. I'm a real toffee, and I know for a fact, if I irritate you, try and listen to what I say, because the lyrics, the words, you probably feel as well. And that's what I do on this TOFFEE BlUECAST. I get people to come on, put the emotions out, how they feel, and I put mine out, and it's just a freaking good toffee emotion get together, and that's what it's all about. This has been a bit of a passionate climb the mountain, Eye of the Tiger walk, but that's what we need. I'm ready. Stay positive. Let's just stay positive. Keep the pressure on the board. Let them know you want him out, yes, but don't let your emotions get in the way that we have stayed up. And we've earned ourselves another chance to do better in the Premier League this season. That's how that is. Don't let that get in the way. We're fucking Evertonians, we're fighters. And all, do you know what? Every frigging shitty fan that tries to give us this crap, the one from Barstool, or relegation kit, you are my motivation. Eye the fucking Tiger, and we'll come at you. And I tell you something, we'll have a good season and we'll stay up, and we'll get in that new stadium in the Premier League, and the financial thing will turn around with MSP in. And I tell you something, the view, fucking top. Look at that. Will be a lot better. It will take time though. It will take time. But we'll get through this patch, because Toffees are the best fans, the most passionate fans, and we've shown that. We've kept them up twice. Let's just get behind them and let's do it. Up them!